Courtney. I want to introduce you to my audience. This is Nathan. There's Connor and Danny. So I am here today to persuade people to donate or volunteer to a program for homeless families called Family Promise. In the next few minutes, I will explain what Family Promise is, the difference between Family Promise and other organizations, and the need for volunteers and donations. Homelessness is everywhere. The person sitting next to you could be homeless, or the family moving out of their house up the street could now be homeless. My point is, it could be you or me or a stranger, but homelessness doesn't have a certain look about it. Family Promise is a program for homeless families. They rely solely on grants, donations, and volunteers to keep moving forward. What they do is, after a short intake process, if your family is accepted, you will then begin the process to a sustainable future. Congregations and churches in the community open up their doors a week at a time. A family will stay at a church for 1 week. They provide dinner every night and warm beds to sleep in for every family member. Then on Sundays, the family pack up and move to the next church for the next week. You don't have to be religious and you don't have to pray. These are just churches volunteering their time to do their part in the community. Family Promise allows up to 14 people in the program at one time, which is about 4 families at a time. They do this for about 3 months or until the families find a home that is affordable for them to sustain the future. Their program coordinators help you with your resume and finding jobs. They also help you find the right resources for schooling and fixing debt. If there is any kind of family therapy needed, they also aid with that as well. There is a lot of work involved for the families willing to try to better themselves, and Family Promise will always advocate for you and get you as much help as possible. Other programs, such as shelters and temporary housing, supply you with beds, but they will boot you out as quick as possible, and they don't provide you with the resources necessary to live a full, happy life in the future. Shelters and temporary housing can also be unsafe and unsanitary. Family Promise screens families and volunteers for drug use, violence, and mental abuse, ensuring that all families are safe and healthy before entering the program. Family Promise would not be so successful without the help of volunteers and donations. To this day, Family Promise has helped over 10 families a year find a home they can afford, and they also give them the tools they need to keep that home. Without volunteers to cook meals, donate clothing and hygiene products, gift cards and gifts for the holidays, Family Promise would not be so successful. Donations, whether there are funds or items needed, are always appreciated. It is a very important way to give back to your community and support local families who work hard but just fell on hard times. Churches that volunteer their time to support Family Promise 1 week at a time also shows the community that no matter what religion you prefer, you are welcome if you need the help. In conclusion, please support your local Family Promise programs. Volunteers are crucial to the families involved. Donations are a great way to show your support. Homelessness has a horrible stigma around it. Most people don't realize that children can be homeless too, and Family Promise recognizes that important detail. By helping parents sustain a healthy and stable future for their children, Family Promise needs your help so they can fight homelessness one family at a time. So now we're ready for the questions and answers. So does anybody have any questions?
I do.
What would your question be?
My question is, where do I find info about Family Promise?
Family Promise has a Facebook page where it's called Family Promise of Southern Ocean County. If you click on that, it gives you all the information you need, plus a phone number and the name of the program coordinator.
Okay. Can I ask you another question, please?
Sure.
How does Family Promise get funding?
Liz, the program coordinator, actually drives around all day long to different charities, different organizations, businesses, and tries to get as much grants and funding as possible. She drives to all the churches to try to find hosts for the weeks that the families stay. And she really does do a lot of hard work just trying to get grants and funds because it's not state funded. So all the money is literally from donations and volunteering.
I have one more question, please.
What's that?
Would you say that Family Promise is a good thing?
I would say that Family Promise is a good thing, yes.
Okay,
They
thank
help
you.
people get their resumes built. They help people go to school. They give you a really positive feeling that enable you to go out and do your own thing the right way.
Nice.
All right, thank you, everybody. I have to introduce and thank my audience one last time. Thank you, Nathan.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, Connor. And thank you, Danny.